Everybody. I'm just finishing up my cross stitch, gingham cross stitch, which is called chicken scratch. And I thought you'd like to see a little bit of how you do it. It's basically just an X on the square. You always want to go in the same direction when you're making the X. It just looks neater. I'm finishing up all my projects so that I can concentrate on the writing and not have all these other things over my head saying, oh, do this. And I want to wear it. You know, I think it's cute. Okay, now, these stitches are not all going in the same direction. This is a back stitch. It's called a back stitch. You just have it in one way, in one direction. Or you can say it's a half cross stitch. I think that's the proper term, half cross stitch. Yeah, that one wasn't big enough. But I'm not going to worry about it. See my hands? They're green. I dyed the fabric, and some of the dye came off on my hands, and I'm like, you know, I'll heat set it. If you use iron with cloth on the bottom so that the paint doesn't go off on the ironing board, cloth on the bottom and cloth on the top, and then, you know, keep ironing it until all the paint comes, well, not all the paint, but the paint that wants to come up will come up on the other pieces of cloth. I'm going to put the muslin, plain muslin on each side so that you know, I want to see the results of that. You know, it might turn out interesting. You know, when you are an experimenter, then all that kind of stuff is fun. There's this at Walmart. There's this. It's called linen. It's a very thin material that they use, and you can use it for cleaning. And I'm going to experiment with that. Wait a minute. I'm missing some here. See, all of these go straight across on this row. So I'm missing one here. I really like some of the cross-stitch chicken scratch designs that are in Pinterest. They're like, wow, that's beautiful. How did they do that? So I will get into more of that later, probably next year. I want to, you know, touch on everything, like the black work I haven't done yet, and the red work, and different types of, you know, punch needle, and tambour embroidery. There's a lot of different kinds of embroidery, hardanger, and so if I try everything this year, the next year I'll say, well, gee, that's the one I like the best, so I'm gonna concentrate on that for a while. But I am leaning very strongly to having a site on FlossTube. It's floss is anything that you use with thread and a needle, and that seems to be my forte. So I may start a FlossTube channel in December. November, I just want to write. Then, you know, if it starts to see how it, yeah. Here, it'll untwist if you just hang it down so that it doesn't, you know, get knotty. What was I gonna say? I was talking about floss tube and how I'm gonna most likely be more of a stitcher than anything else because, you know, I just enjoy it the most. It's the most fun. Gee. Wait a minute, I don't want an X there. I'm not paying attention. It's hard for me to stitch and talk, but I suppose if I want to go on to floss tube, I better. It'll be good to, you know, a lot of stitchers on floss tube, you just look at their faces and they talk to you about everything. They don't necessarily show you how to cross stitch over and over because you already know how to do that. But I'm pretty experimental and, well, that's not going to work. Well, see, I need my threader and I don't have it with me, but I just wanted to show you anyway. That's all I'm doing is making the little X's, but I'm following the pattern. Like, you make an X and a half cross stitch and a cross stitch and a half cross stitch, and you make a pattern that goes, you know, just how you want it. I added some French knots through here. I probably will add a couple there. But I'm going to finish this tonight so that I can start with writing because I'm excited about that. And I'll find my needle threader somewhere. Okay, bye-bye.